And now here's the starter for Atlanta, Chris Sale. How about a scouting report on him?
Well, I'm interested to see how he utilizes his sinker to this lineup, Boog. You know, it's not necessarily his go-to primary pitch, but he does mix it in when he needs it. He's just got to make sure that it's not flat. Otherwise, it's going to get hit hard. So look for him to throw it up there when he needs a big double play, a ground ball, something like that to get out of an inning, change it up for a hitter. Also, get those hitters looking down so that it opens up the top of the strike zone, especially late. In and at bat.
All right, ready to go here. Shohei Ohtani up to the dish. And we're underway here in the home opener. Comes up empty. That's strike two.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
Got him. One away. Here's Mookie now. For as much as we talk about Mookie Betts' success at the plate, defensively, he's turned into a brilliant outfielder. He's won the Gold Glove 6 times in right field, and yet in 2025 he was a finalist at shortstop, which is absolutely incredible. 2 outs, base is empty. Here's the veteran first baseman, Freddie Freeman. Playing in the World Series north of the border was certainly special for Freddie Freeman. His dad, Fred, hails from Windsor, Ontario. His mom, Rosemary, from Toronto. On the ground. It's through for a hit. Joey gets on base and keeps it going.
Timing on the swing was good, able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
Smith in the box as he fouls off the first pitch. That's outside. 1-2 to count.
He's really tightening up his hitting zone with 2 strikes here. I love it.
Got him swinging. Chase the fastball up. Back here in Atlanta, and taking the ball for the Dodgers, Shohei Ohtani. What do you have on him, Singy?
A power pitcher that is going to pitch aggressively with the fastball. His fastball velocity ranks near the top in the league. Will also throw the slider, but if you're a hitter, be ready for the fastball. You're going to see a few of them during your at-bat.
The 1-0. Look out, almost got him upstairs.
Straighten him up a little bit.
And there's a foul ball. 2-2 now. That one missed. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Payoff pitch. Fouled off. And they'll do it again. 3-2. That one misses. So a leadoff walk. Here's Acuna now. That one fouled off. And a foul ball. One down. So now to the plate for Atlanta, Michael Harris II. In the air, right field. Tucker really on his horse for it. 2 down. Now it's the DH, Drake Baldwin.
0-1.
Albies, the runner at first with 2 gone. On the ground, right side. Knocks it down. Wins the race to the bag, and they get it out of the play. Back in Atlanta Truist Park. On now to the top half of inning number 2. Kyle Tucker steps to the plate for the Dodgers. And that is out of play. Tucker, who's been an all-star and a Gold Glover. Way out front for strike 2.
That pitch started in and ended up on the outside edge. Just changing planes and very difficult, especially for a left-handed hitter to track.
The 0-2. Ouch, that one drilled him. Safe at first, and now after the play, we'll check on the lefty status.
He got that front foot down, and pitch recognition was on point. Pretty impressive for an 0-2 count.
Liner, base hit. Lead runner holds up. They're at first and second with nobody out.
All over that one right there. Other than ripping one into the gap or blasting one over the wall, there aren't a whole lot of hits that are more satisfying.
Oh, this pitch rides in too far. That got him.
Batting 8, center fielder Andy Pages.
Here's the center fielder, Andy Pages. Line drive. Harris flashes the leather on the running catch. And that is a big first out. Here's the switch hitter, Tommy Edman. Golden opportunity right here.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
Late swing, fouled off.
So now it's all about protect mode. Try to shorten up, try to track the ball, block it if you have to, as far as just a late swing that maybe you're not sure about, but some way, somehow climb back into this at bat through the count.
Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Huge strikeout there. All loaded up. Shohei Ohtani steps to the plate for the Dodgers.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
Full left inside.
The Dodgers with a chance to score first here at the top of the second.
In situations like these, the air can get really thin up there at the plate. Got to find a way to breathe and slow everything down.
That missed inside. Ball 3. And a swing and a bouncer, foul of first. Second inning here, no score. He fouls it off. We'll do it again. Ball 4, and a run comes in to score.
They obviously were in a pretty great spot to take the lead right there with the bases loaded, and I'll say that was a good, patient at bat to draw the walk, and you know what? Still counts as an RBI.
Betts takes load. Bases loaded, 2 down. Here in the third and final game of the series. Up the middle. In plenty of time to first as they escape the bases loaded jam. Back at Truist Park. Now in for the Braves, Austin Riley. Pitch misses, and 1-1.
That's ball 2.
That's a ball. Went with the sweeper.
Back-to-back breaking pitches away, you get the feeling as a hitter that the pitcher's afraid of you, that he doesn't want to challenge you. So I think the confidence level is raised right here.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Payoff pitch. That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
A great back and forth and that at bat. He had to play off some really close pitches, and somehow Boogie found a way to keep the bat on his shoulder right there. I'll tell you right now, I couldn't have done it.
The 1-0. Tucker flying after this one. But it's the center fielder who gets there. And there's one down. One out man at first. Now the left fielder, Eli White. Third baseman playing on the edge of the grass looking for the sac bunt. Right through there for a strike. And he dodges that fastball.
Ball, that's out.
Man at second. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Had him out front for strike 3.
Batting 8th, catcher.
Here's Sean Murphy.
A healthy cut, tough pitch at 98, but a really good pass at the ball.
Man on second, 2 down.
I don't think he was trying to miss by that much in an 0-2 count. Just tried to overthrow that pitch.
Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. That ends the frame. Back here in Atlanta, on to the third inning. Freddie Freeman steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Chris Sale back to work. On the ground to third. Nice grab. Over to first. It's there, and that's a great play. The batter now will be Will Smith. Struck out swinging his first time. That misses the zone. Ball 1.
Ball.
Next pitch is outside. Fastball for a strike at 95. Swing and a miss. There's the changeup. Got him swinging for the K. And that's 4 strikeouts. 2 down, bases empty. Kyle Tucker, a.k.a. King Tuck, to the plate now. That one lifted to left. White on the move. And that'll do it. Back in Atlanta, Truist Park. So now to the plate for Atlanta, Ha-Seong Kim. That's ripped into the outfield. And that's got extra bases written all over it. And he starts the bottom of the third with a double.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. Challenged him with the fastball right in the heart of the zone, and he was clearly ready to jump all over it.
Albies up to bat next. Lays off for a ball. There's a strike at the knees. And a count 1-2. Runner in scoring position, nobody out here in the last half of the third. Ground ball, and that's through the infield. Runner around third, fires to the plate, and he's out.
And he's out.
Here's Ronald Acuna Jr. at the plate. He's 0 for 1. That's to third. Slings it across. That's the second out. Michael Harris the second. Next up for the Braves. He's 0 for 1. And it's fouled off. Runner edges away at second.
Ball one.
Swing and a miss. 1-2.
Spin rate's outstanding on that high fastball. Really tough to hit.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. In the dirt. Throw into third. A wild pitch, and the tying run is now 90 feet away. That misses. Ball 3. 2 outs and a runner at third. Here in the third and final game of the series. Right side, hard hit. Tosses to first, and that's the inning. Back at Truist Park as we go to the top of the fourth. Teoscar Hernandez steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Here's a swing and a line drive and a base hit into right field. So a man on base to start the inning.
Waste no time there. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
1 away. So digging in, Andy Pages.
Center fielder, Andy Pages.
Ground ball left side over to Albies. On to Olsen. That's 2. Bottom of the fourth, and now it's the Braves DH, Drake Baldwin. Late swing, foul to the left. And in foul ground, he pulls it down, 1 out. So here's Riley now. He reached out a walk his first time.
Hey.
Swings through that one for strike 2. Swing and a miss, struck him out. That K is his third of the game. Here is Matt Olson. Fly to center his first time. Not even close there. And that's ball 1.
That's ball 2.
Up the middle. What a stop to first. And that's a nice play to end the inning. Back here in Atlanta, we go to the top of the fifth. Tommy Edman steps to the plate for the Dodgers. And that's a base hit. And that turns the lineup over.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. First pitch fastball in a great spot to do some damage, and he squared it up nicely.
Ohtani now at the plate as he swings through strike 1. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Harris fires it in quickly, and it's now first and second to start the inning.
2 consecutive base hits for this team. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
Betts in the box, lays off for ball 1. And the count 1-2. Stays alive. First and second, no outs. And we're at the top of the fifth. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And that is a big first out. Clutch situation, and here comes one of the best hitters in these spots, Freddie Freeman. In the air to left center. He's got it. And there's 2 away. Two outs, runners at first and second. Yoel Payamps taking over on the mound.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Tap back to the mound. Throws to first in time, and that's terrific work out of the bullpen. One pitch to end the frame. Now in for the Braves, Eli White. He struck out swinging in his first at bat.
0-1.
You know, this guy's great speed is in the back of that pitcher's mind. If he can get on, it's going to give him one more thing he's got to think about. Oh, he looks more focused at the plate and working the count after that first at bat strikeout.
Out towards right center field. And there's one down. So here's Murphy now. Cruising on the mound right now, but a dangerous hitter here in this spot. A guy with some slug to him. Base knock center field. And that's a 1-out single. Here's the short. Stop at the plate. Edgardo Henriquez on the pitch here.
Still pretty early in the ball game, so this bullpen has some work ahead of them. Best case scenario might be if he can come in here and get several quick outs, kind of bridge the gap that starter left for him.
Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2.
Well, you got the hitter already chasing that nasty slider. If you're on the mound, you just want to expand the zone right now. Get a swing and miss and get through this at bat.
Here's the 0-2. Battling here as he fouls it away. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Ball one there. Snap throw.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Good battle here. About to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. Popped up to the left. Into foul ground. Has room, and he makes the catch.
Got the pitch that he wanted, just a little bit quick. Front shoulder open, backside collapsed a little bit, and the launch angle not where he needed it to be.
In the dirt. Tying run is at first. Last half of inning number 5. That catches the top part of the zone, and it's 1-1.
Man, 91 on the slider right there. That's a hard one. That's a low-end fastball for some pitchers.
The 1-2 spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. The 1-2 swing and a high fly ball, well struck. That one carrying, and it's off the top of the wall. Here's the throw to the plate. Safe at the plate. A big 2-out hit, and the game is tied. And here comes Ronald Acuna Jr. in a huge spot. Brings it in. That is the inning. Top 6, and at the plate. Here comes a new arm for the Braves, Dylan Lee.
Bringing in the lefty with the left-handed hitter coming up to hit. Classic bullpen move right here, so we'll see how it works out.
Olsen, and they put the tag on him for the out. Here's Teoscar Hernandez. He's 2 for 2. All tied up, and we're the top half of the 6th.
Ball, that's outside.
That one close, ruled a ball. Ball 2. Swing and a ground ball. Albies over to first in time. 2 quick outs to open the top of the 6th. Here comes Max Muncy. Muncy hits one in the air. Harris settles under this one. And that is that. Back in Atlanta Truist Park. So now to the plate for Atlanta, Michael Harris II.
You know, these Braves looking to string together better at bats when they have runners on, but it just hasn't happened for them yet. They only have 1 hit with runners in scoring position, so a lot of squandered opportunities. It's tough because those are moments you just can't get back.
Here's a 2-0. And that one fouled off. Here's a 2-1. This one popped up. Muncy has a beat on it. And there's one down. Next is the designated hitter, Drake Baldwin. 101 on the gun, swing and a miss.
When you throw a fastball by a guy like that, I imagine it's got to feel incredible. Look for him to throw it again at some point.
Oh, and 2 now. This one in the air, center field. Pages settles under it. 2 down. And the batter now, Austin Riley.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
And first offering is fouled off. 2 down, nobody on. Swing and a ground ball out to short. On the run, sent it over to first. Got him. A beautiful play to end the inning. Back at Truist Park, and at the plate for the Dodgers, Andy Pages. This one chopped on the ground, but foul.
You know, these Dodgers definitely being aggressive at the plate, but I think it's fair to wonder if they're being a little over-aggressive. They're swinging at a lot of first pitches, and they've given away 7 outs as a result. They might just want to consider a more patient approach.
Edman in the box here, lets that one go for a ball.
Ball.
Line drive, base hit. And the go-ahead run is on base.
Well, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. That ball was drilled 106 off the bat, and that's the kind of feedback that tells you you're right where you want to be with your swing mechanics.
Ohtani now at the plate as he swings through strike 1. Swing and a pop-off in foul ground. Has room, and he makes the catch.
Well, that was a pitch you got to crush. Unbelievable that he missed it right there.
Robert Suarez gets the ball now.
Number 75, Robert Suarez.
Out to short, Kim. Off balance throw in time. That's the inning. Here's Matt Olson.
Leading off for the Braves.
We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Alex Vesia.
And they felt it was time to bring on a left-handed reliever from the pen with the lefty hitter coming up. I think it's a good move. I know I never liked when opposing teams did that to me.
Swings through that one for strike one.
Ball one.
Pretty easy to give up
plate.
on that
Ball
pitch
two.
right there. Started on the edge of the plate with the spin. You know it's going to finish well off the plate.
And that's down and away. Late with the swing there. Gets a piece and stays alive. 3-2 on the way. Olsen swings and drives it deep to right. Carrying well. And it's caught just in front of the wall. Here's the left fielder, Eli White. He's one of the faster guys just by pure sprint speed in the majors.
Ball one.
Hit hard on the ground to short. Betts whips it
He's
to
out.
first. Out number 2. Now here is Sean Murphy.
That's a ball. Nope.
2 down, nobody on. Here the bottom of the 7th. And now 2-2. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. 2-2. Got him swinging. That's the 3rd out. Ready to begin the 8th. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Freeman. New pitcher for the Braves, Dylan Dodd.
That's outside.
Pulled hard, but it's a foul ball. And a 1-1. Right through there for a strike. Fouls it off, still 1-2. Popped up. And there's one away.
Man, he just couldn't lay off right there. Those high fastballs, they just look really good because they're eye level, but they're just about impossible to get the barrel to.
Smith in the box now. No balls and a strike. In the air to left center. Harris turns to the right on the move. And there's 2 down. So here's Kyle Tucker now, 1 for 3.
Right fielder, Kyle Tucker.
In the air, right field. Acuna should have this one. And that is that. Bottom of the 8th. Now in for the break. Ha-Sung Kim to the mound now. They turn to Blake Trinan.
In an 0-0 count, not every strike is a good strike for a hitter. I like the plate discipline there.
Oh, 2 now. Got him swinging for the strikeout.
Up next for the Braves.
Ozzie Albies up to the plate.
Drove it off the wall last time, just missed out on a home run.
And that one is lifted in the air. Pages under this one. 2 away now. And here is Ronald Acuna Jr. 0 for 3 in this one. That's off the inside corner, and that is ball one. Foul ball there.
A lot of pop in that bat. Had the distance for the Oppo home run, but many times you have that slice going to the opposite field, and he just couldn't keep that one fair.
All tied up here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. That one outside, and it's 2-2. That's inside. Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. Back here in Atlanta, all set to start. The 9th in this one. Teoscar Hernandez steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Swing and a line drive. That's a base hit into center field. A leadoff single, and the go-ahead run is aboard.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. 112 miles per hour. The ball seemed to explode off the bat right there. He put everything together on that swing, so that's one of those knocks that feels a little extra sweet.
Muncy, the next to hit, takes ball one. Olsen. Over to Ken. One. On to Olsen. That's two.
Man, that is such a tough double play to execute as a first baseman, to not only field the ball and make a good throw to second with a runner in the baseline, but also to hustle back to first base and get set up.
Ground ball up the middle, and that one finds its way through. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive and puts the go-ahead run on base. Tommy Edman at the plate.
He was the big part of the field last time. Nice liner to center.
This one smoked on its way out of here. A 2-run homer, and they jump in front in the 9th. It's 3-1. So 2 down. Shohei Ohtani steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Ripped, but it curls foul. Oh, great stop. Fires to first, and they get the out.
This is the beginning. Gotta get to the mission. Where's your vision? It's not how you started, but how you gonna end it. And how you gonna finish.
Bottom 9. So now to the plate for Atlanta. Michael Harris II. Tanner Scott into the game.
These are the spots. Relievers really make a name for themselves late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Back to the mound. He's got it. On to first. 1 pitch and 1 out. Drake Baldwin. Next up for the Braves. 0-1.
So important to get ahead of these hitters. You don't want to issue a free pass and allow that tying run to come to the plate. You always want to keep that other team in a position where if they're going to beat you, they're going to have to do it with multiple hits.
The 1-1.
Ball 2.
Now you get to this part of the order. Yeah, there's some pop there, but more likely there's some base hits. So very important to be patient. Let the pitcher walk you, if he will.
On the ground, right side, and he can't come up with it. Flips it, and they get the out. Good recovery. Wasn't easy following the misplay. The Braves down to their last out. Here is Austin Riley. Swing, and a ball popped up. Edman under it. He'll squeeze it for the final out, and the Dodgers claim the win here behind some great pitching and defense.
Nice work out of the bullpen for that first MLB win, Boog. They turned to him when they didn't have the lead. He kept things steady, and he's rewarded with the W.
And your final 3-1. Dave Roberts and company celebrate in the dugout. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Shambi saying so long.